There is something about Target stores that makes me want to throw basically everything in my cart, especially in the cleaning and organizing aisles. Somehow, that is also true when I see a viral product from Target in my social media feed too. If I can picture how I would use it in my home and I actually have a need for it, I add it to my virtual cart in an instant. And the latest TikTok Target organizing gem is no different. When I saw this viral TikTok video of creator Michaela Richardson reorganizing her under-sink storage area in her bathroom with Target products, I was hooked. She stacks 2 clear double bins with built-in handles and fills them with hair and skin products, rolled face towels, lotions, sunscreen, and menstruation products. Then, on the left side of the sink, she stacks an open front clear plastic bin on top of the same double drawer bin, filling them with more hair products and tools like a straightener and blow dryer. She uses 3 of the Target brand $15 Brightroom all-purpose 2-drawer clear storage, with 2 stacked on the right and 1 on the left, with the $12 Brightroom all-purpose open front storage bin on top. Apartment Therapy editors have been huge fans of the open front bin for some time now, but the entire setup is so brilliant and costs less than $60. The 2-drawer storage bins could not have landed in my cart any faster. At about 9 inches tall, 12.2 inches wide, 5.6 inches per drawer, and 12.6 inches deep, they are the perfect size for under my sink, in my closet, in my pantry, or even on my above toilet storage rack. With 2 clear drawers and easy-to-use handle cutouts on both sides, you can see everything inside so you know where your things are and when to restock. As Richardson proves, they are great for under-sink storage, but in my home, they will also be great for hats, kitchen utensils and gadgets, toothbrushes and dental products, pantry staples, fridge items, and more. Made of durable plastic and easy to clean, they match any home or decor style and blend seamlessly into tight spaces that need extra organizing. But my favorite part, because they are covered, they stack easily atop one another and with other Brightroom organizers, making creating your personalized organizing system a breeze. Simply throw some labels on the bins, fill them up, and watch your space actually stay tidy. In the design world, colors compete for attention and trends change as swiftly as the seasons. But there are those unsung heroes that maintain their timeless appeal. Enter neutrals. A far cry from being bland or boring, neutrals are the quiet champions of the design scene, providing a serene backdrop for bold accents and bestowing a minimalist, elegant aesthetic all on their own. A neutral palette and paint tone help evoke a sense of calmness and peace, says El Decor A-lister Miminat Shodende, whose recent London Townhouse project featured in the September 2024 issue is a masterclass in tastefully integrated neutral touches. While it may seem like you can never go wrong with a neutral, the palette, after all, is known for its endless versatility. Selecting the wrong undertone can throw off your room's vibe entirely. So where to begin? First, you'll want to think about the room itself. Are you looking for warm or cool tones? Will you be incorporating any accent colors? Does the room have ample natural sunlight? Once you've set these parameters, it's time to pick your ideal shade. The right neutral paint color allows materiality, texture, and the architecture to do the talking, Shodane denotes, adding that it's all about awakening people's sensitivity. We've picked the brains of dozens of interior designers who overthink paint colors more than chefs obsess over plating. With an expansive assortment of taupes, grays, and off-whites to choose from, the colors featured below can happily do just that, taking center stage or fading into the background. Because at the end of the day, isn't the best neutral the one that can adapt to your evolving needs? First on our list is Cotton Balls by Benjamin Moore. When a room calls for a versatile backdrop, I turn to the timeless elegance of white. Cotton balls, with its subtle infusion of yellow, adds a warm glow that effortlessly embraces any decor style, says Rayman Boozer of Apartment 48. Next up, Slipper Satin by Farrow and Ball. Slipper Satin by Farrow and Ball has become one of our most beloved colors in recent years. We find it to have just enough pigment to give rooms the right amount of depth without being too overpowering. We'd call this color neutral adjacent, says Jean-Loup. Another stunning choice is Abalone by Benjamin Moore. While I typically steer clear of beige, there is one exception that I've grown fond of, Abalone. With its hints of gray complemented by a subtle blush of pink, this color surprises and delights, proving that neutrals don't have to be boring, Raymond Boozer adds. If you love cool tones, consider Matte Rainier Gray by Benjamin Moore. I love Matte Rainier Gray in Benjamin Moore's Matte Regal Select collection. The icy blue tone with touches of gray resembles the sky, imbuing any space with a sense of calm. Matte Rainier Gray is an ideal backdrop for any style that sparks joy in one's life, says Courtney McLeod of Right Meets Left Design. For a warmer option, Playa Arenosa by Sherwin-Williams is worth considering. This color is a cafe latte-colored hue, a beige with the slightest pink tones in it. It's a warm hug, super soothing but never dull, according to Ghislaine Vignes. Metropolitan by Benjamin Moore is always a go-to warm gray for me. I wanted to create a moody environment, especially in the bedroom. The color conveys a sense of calm modernity, adds Courtney McLeod. Iced Mocha by Sherwin-Williams is aptly named because that's exactly what it looks like. There's a tint of pink in this color, making it both soft and inviting. I'm not known for working in beige or brown color palettes, but this neutral feels fresh and modern to me, says Ghislaine Vignes. Havana Tan by Benjamin Moore is just so rich and pretty. It has some pink undertones, so it feels warm and enveloping while still serving as a great backdrop for art and furnishings, says Jessica Davis of Atelier Davis. Turbinado by Claire is another stunning neutral. Beige is back, baby. I'm dreaming up projects using earthy plaster-inspired walls, and Claire paint in Turbinado is giving me all the neutral vibes. Bonus points for being earth-friendly and a Black female-owned company, says Lori Paranjape of Mrs. Paranjape. For a bold choice, consider Pea and Black by Farrow and Ball. I'm always looking to pair our wall coverings with the perfect paints that highlight our designs. Farrow and Ball has the most gorgeous velvety black shade that looks extraordinary, paired with our Dolling wallpaper in charcoal. We highly suggest painting the ceiling and crown molding in this deep, dark color to make the paper pop, says Melinda Marquardt of The Vale, London. Table linen by Portola Paints is another excellent option. Table linen on its own has a bit of a creamy, almost yellow undertone that, when paired with bright white, might feel too buttery. When you pair it with deeper, more saturated colors like Figueroa and Piano Room, it cuts all the yellow out, and it just feels like a warm white, says Jamie Davis of Portola Paints. Manchester Tan by Benjamin Moore is a go-to warm neutral that is a wonderful chameleon color. It can go modern or traditional and pairs easily with textiles for window treatments. I have had it in my living room for 11 years, and it still feels fresh, says Marika Meyer. Silver Satin by Benjamin Moore has the slightest hint of gray and beige together. It adds a lot of depth and body to a space while still feeling neutral, says Rebecca Hay. Shaker Beige by Benjamin Moore is the perfect backdrop to allow the art to take center stage. We recently used it in a living room, and it complements the rusts and greens in the artwork perfectly, says Marguerite Rogers. Harbor Gray by Benjamin Moore is one of my go-to grays because it is such a great middle ground between a warm and a cool gray. It works with everything, says Rosita Arditi of Arditi Design. When it comes to bedrooms, I want them to be soothing and calming. Lost Locket is such a soft and dreamy color that we can't get enough of it for bedrooms, adds Rosita Arditi. French Canvas by Benjamin Moore is the perfect neutral. It has a green undertone that makes it pair well with so many colors, and there is an organic feel to this neutral. It's not boring, says Isabel Ladd. Navajo White by Benjamin Moore is the best in the beige family. It doesn't have an undertone of pink, yellow, or green like so many neutrals can have, says Carolyn Collar-Flanagan of Mojo Stumer. Ammonite by Farrow and Ball is a chameleon of color that can appear like a creamy off-white 1 minute and a very pale gray-blue the next. I love when a paint color surprises you from hour to hour and almost adapts to its surroundings, says Jeff Andrews. Cedar Key by Benjamin Moore is one of my favorite neutrals in both brightly lit and moodier rooms. It's a versatile neutral that is like a warm hug, cozy and inviting. Truer whites can feel sterile sometimes, and this warmer off-white mitigates for that, says Clara Young of Banner Day Interiors. Our next story takes us to a charming townhouse in Arlington, Virginia, where home stager Michelle DeLucia worked her magic to prepare the home for sale. With the recent buzz around the Barbie movie, what better color to add a playful punch than pink? Michelle, the owner and designer of Suburban Staging Plus Design in Silver Spring, Maryland, believes in designing with the potential buyer in mind while also infusing fun and memorable elements into each space. The timing couldn't have been more perfect with the release of the Barbie movie, she says. Built in 1980, the 1,716 square foot townhouse had been loved and well cared for by its owners, a couple who had lived there for 17 years. When a new job required them to relocate to Detroit, they called on realtor Carolyn Hurwitz with Compass to sell their 3-bedroom end unit. With the home's prime location just across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C., Hurwitz and DeLucia anticipated that the buyers would likely be professionals who wanted easy access to D.C. and would appreciate the classic style and layout of the home. Since there were no significant challenges like major damage or a wonky layout, DeLucia could focus on the fun side of design, respecting the formal feel of the home while injecting some freshness and style. Among the notable features of the living room were a fireplace, trim work, and multiple large windows. Playing off the symmetry of the fireplace wall, DeLucia created a cozy seating area by bringing in a neutral-colored sofa and coffee table, plus 2 chairs upholstered in a vibrant pink. The sofa's intricate wooden back made it attractive from all sides, and visually linked it to a similarly colored console on the opposite wall. To up the personality of the space, she layered in a variety of throw pillows that pulled in shades of pink, mustard, and teal from the large pieces of artwork chosen for the walls. A small round side table and 2 finds from Anthropologie, a multicolored area rug, and a whimsical brass peacock side table completed the grouping. Since the living room was short on ceiling fixtures and DeLucia wanted to keep the vibe light and airy, she brought in 2 pairs of lamps and kept the windows unadorned. A few simple accessories and a selection of greenery completed the room. The elegant but not stuffy living room was the ideal spot for buyers to picture themselves having drinks with friends and family. Once on the market, the home received multiple offers and was under contract within 7 days, according to Hurwitz. Whether the new homeowner is a Barbie fan or not, they were likely thrilled to snag this real-life dream house. And that wraps up today's episode of Daily Interior Design Inspo. I hope you found some inspiration and ideas for your own spaces. Until next time, I'm Betsy Helmuth, wishing you a stylish and organized day.